Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today's video is all about starting seeds indoors, your cool weather crops. These are the first crops you actually get out into the garden. They can take a frost, they like cooler soil temperatures, and they need about 6 to 8 weeks worth of growth indoors. And the reason we start them indoors is because right now my ground is covered in snow. When the soil temperature is too cold, seeds don't germinate. So we get them started indoors, we get that 6 or 8 weeks worth of growth, and then we get them outside and we get these crops, sooner to the table. You can really go into the rabbit hole of seed starting and start so many different kinds of vegetables that your experience might not be great because it's a lot of work. So I just want to give, the first time gardeners 6 vegetables they can start indoors and be really successful with. And if you want to subscribe and follow me, I'll try and simplify gardening for you so you don't spend a lot of money, so you don't get overwhelmed, but most importantly, you have just a really good experience. So let's get started with the 6 crops that I recommend starting now. I'll go over the 6 crops, show you the general way to plant them, and talk about starting them indoors. I have a whole grow light system set up. Check out my channel. It'll teach you everything you need to know to grow plants indoors like this. Those plants I'm growing for food right now so that I harvest them. But most of the time, I really just grow transplants. These are the plants that I'm talking about. We've got spinach, lettuce, and in the back we have kale, collards, and broccoli Raab. I'll talk about those shortly. They all look the same. They're in the brassica family when they sprout up. But this is all we're doing. Getting them started in a flat. It'll save you a lot of money. It'll save you a lot of time. But we get that 6 or 8 weeks worth of growth. And I usually say put in 2 seeds. And then you're going to thin them down to just 1 plant. You can cut that or just pull it back. You only want 1 plant in each of these cells, but you just don't put in 1 seed because if it doesn't germinate, you're out of luck. So put in 2 or 3 and then go ahead and thin them down. They're going to sprout in anywhere from 5 to 7 days. If your temperatures in your house under your grow lights are about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 20 degrees Celsius. You're going to have to maintain the water. You're going to have to fertilize and feed them. But again, subscribe, follow me. I'll teach you how to do that. And I have a lot of videos on that already. But this is just a basic flat. You can pick these up at my seed and garden shop. And a basic seed starting mix. You set up the cells and you plant. Let me go over the 6 crops. Spinach. Well, before I get to that, I'm in Maryland Zone 7. And you might want to grow broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels. They can take a really long time to mature and develop that, beautiful broccoli crown that we all like. Here in Maryland, late winter into late spring is not enough time, and I've been trying this now really for 10 years, to develop a nice crown of broccoli or, a head of the cauliflower. So I don't recommend those. They're a lot of work, they take up a lot of space, and you don't really get rewarded, but you get rewarded with these 6 crops. Start with these, and then over time, you can add in more cool weather crops. One more thing is that we want to start these indoors because you're going to get that 6 or 8 weeks worth of growth. When you put them outside, when the temperatures are right in the soil, you're going to get them more quickly to the table. When you plant them outside, you're also going to drop seeds so that you're getting not only the spinach you put in as a transplant several weeks down the line, but you started new seeds. So you're going to be getting spinach over a period of time. You don't want to put in 50 spinach plants at the same time and then have to eat them all at once. Or better spoken, maybe 50 romaine lettuce plants and all 50 mature at the same time. How are you going to eat 50 heads of lettuce? So you plant them staggered in succession. First ones that go in are your transplants. They're going to grow much more quickly. Then you put in some seed at the same time. After that germinates, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, you put in more seed. But I'll go over all that with you. The plants that I recommend, basic spinach, grows really well. Any kind of heading lettuce like romaine, not the loose leaf lettuces like oak lettuce and stuff like that. And it's beautiful, but it doesn't have a lot of consistency. So you grow this big head, you cut it, the leaves are just naturally weak. You put some dressing on it and it all just kind of turns to mush. I recommend romaine, butter crunch as your loose leaf lettuces to grow. They're just nice and firm, they hold dressing well, and they do well as a salad. Collards, kale, like I was saying, the broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels don't do well in my area because you really need like, 90, 100 days of the right temperatures. And it just goes from too cold here to too hot. What I recommend instead is broccoli Raab or rapini, which is a beautiful plant. You can eat the leaves, but you get these nice little, broccoli florets on there that are a little bit, stronger tasting, but they're delicious and they're perfect, I think, for salads. Also like Swiss chard. And then an herb, you don't really mix this in salads, but parsley does really well, and a lot of people use that. Other plants like arugula, carrots, radishes, which I love for salads, you just don't start them as seeds indoors. They're going to be directly sown when the temperatures are right, and I'll show you how to do that. But these are the 6 plants that I recommend for, pretty new gardeners to get started indoors. And I think it's going to really help you to have a great experience because they're easy to grow inside, they transplant well, and it's a lot of fun to make your own salads out of your garden. The cool thing about starting these crops is they're real easy to grow. Real quick, on the bottom there, that's a spinach seed. Those are spinach seeds. The one that just rolled in there, those are Swiss chard. They're much bigger seeds. Let me pull that back so it's in focus better. Swiss chard up there by my thumb, that's actually a pod. There's multiple seeds in there. And then for your spinach, it's just a single seed. Why is that important? So I've already set this up. Any basic seed starting mix, my video or the videos on my channel will teach you all about this. Get your seed starting mix, you set up your tray, and then you just press a hole in there about 1/4 inch deep, a little bit more. And in there, I dropped 2 spinach seeds. And then here, I just dropped 1 Swiss chard seed in each of those. You can see it down there in that one. Because there's already multiple seeds in the Swiss chard, you don't need to drop 2. But I always recommend dropping in 2 or 3 seeds so that if some of them don't germinate, like I was saying, you're not waiting around for your seeds to germinate. And you get plenty of seeds in the pack, so removing them isn't that big of a deal. So once they are in the medium, you're just covering them over. And you would set them into trays, just like I did here. And once they're in a tray, which is called a flat, you fill it up about 1/4 of the way with water. Water seeps up from the bottom, moistens the seed starting mix, and you always water from the bottom so that the water is being absorbed from the top. Over time, as the starting medium dries, you're going to see the top becomes a light brown. So when this all becomes a light brown, that's a signal that it's getting close to water because it always dries top first, but there's moisture left down here for the seed root system to get water and the plant's going to survive. So that's what it looks like, well saturated, just watered them. And this is one that's starting to dry out. That's when you know it's time to water. The broccoli Raab, the dwarf blue curled kale, and the collards, Georgia collards, are all in the same family. They're the brassicas, and their seeds look very similar. You can't tell them apart if they got mixed. Those are your brassica seeds. And then again, about 1/4 inch deep. And I actually just use the tip, the eraser end of a pencil, and I just press it in. And you don't have to be exact. But that sets up, let's fix that one. That sets up the cell. And then you would just drop in 2 or 3 of the broccoli Raab, kale, or collard seeds into there. They're all going to probably germinate. Again, you don't want to be waiting around for a single seed. When they're about this tall, just thin them down. You're good to go. All right, let me show you the lettuce and the parsley seeds. This is one of my parsley transplants, about 8 weeks old. And it's a little bit early for me to have a plant this big. But I do them so that there's props for the video so you can see what's going on. Those were started in my LetPot seed starting kit. It's a great little system that's automated, app-driven. It has a heater. You can water the tray. You can adjust the lights, manage the intensity of the lights. Basically grow your own transplants. And these are some tomatoes I have going for a future video. It's a little bit expensive, out of pocket. However, within 1 year, you're going to grow enough transplants to make your money back because a tomato transplant easily costs, if you're lucky, $3 a plant, but in those big box stores, $4 or $5 a plant. So the parsley that you see here, I started in that system. The other option is to, set up something like this, and this is a lot more expensive. And most of us don't need a system this big. So the LetPot Smart Seed Starting Kit really gives you a nice little footprint to grow your own seed starts without having to do something, this elaborate. Over time, maybe expand to something like this. So on the top there, we have the lettuce seeds. On the bottom are parsley seeds, very similar. And I can't do this with the camera in my hand, but you're just gonna, again, drop 2 or 3 seeds into the cell for the lettuce, cover them over, bottom water like I showed you, thin them down to 1 plant. Parsley is a little bit more rugged, so if you put in 2 or 3 seeds, you can leave the plants in there. They just grow a little bit differently. They grow quickly. They have great root systems, so you can leave, 2 plants per cell and then just plant them up at a future date. Again, I think I said this was 8 weeks. This is actually 10 weeks worth of growth, so it's a pretty big plant. In these smaller cells, the root systems are going to coil up quickly and it impacts the size of your plant. So you may want to plant up. However, you can plant in something this big if you want it to grow indoors longer. You can plant in these basic cells. I sell these all at my seed and garden shop. Also sell seeds for only $1.50 a pack there. You can use the larger cells. And the benefit is the more space you have, the bigger root system you get, the stronger the plant's going to be when it goes outside. But the whole goal is after germination, you're getting about 6 weeks, 8 weeks worth of growth, and then your plant is going out into the garden. I'll also talk about plant acclimation, because as these are all growing inside, they're not used to the cold, the wind, and the UV rays of the sun. So if I went and put these straight outside into the ground, it's a sunny day, it's going to kill them. So you have to slowly transition your plants out over a week's period of time. But I just wanted to give you, the 6 crops that I recommend starting from seed indoors for your first transplants. I think you'll have a great experience. And, a couple weeks down the line, let's see if I can see the date on here real quick. These were started on January 24th. Today is February 5th. So you can see how much they've grown. They grow really, really quickly. Perfect for your first plants, for your first cool weather crop garden. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. I sell tomato and pepper seeds, $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And you can get started with these 6 crops as your seed starts indoors. Thanks again for watching.